All right, next, Thermostat Freedom. Setting the thermostat to any comfortable temp without thinking.
Oh, I think this one was because of trauma growing up, where like if you touch the thermostat, my dad knew. He could be out of town and he would be calling, be like, who touched the thermostat?
Like, who did this? I didn't know how thermostats worked growing up, like as a kid.
What do you mean?
Well, because I would be cold and I would just like turn it up to like 86.
Thinking it would heat up faster?
Yes.
Do you know you've turned it on heat first, right?
As a child, this
Was
is
it
what I
on
would do
cool?
though. I don't know. I don't remember. But I remember mom and dad having to sit me down and be like, stop messing with the thermostat. Our house was 86 degrees. And like, I guess we had left to go somewhere and came back and they were like, oh my gosh.
It was just boiling in there.
Yeah.
Because you didn't understand temperature?
I guess, because here's another thing. Winston taught me this when we were dating. Are you ready for this? I never knew what the auto button in your car meant with the air conditioning. I grew up with, and my sister still does this, you just turn it up to like 92 degrees in your car when it's cold out. And then once it gets hot, you just turn down the fan blowing, but you keep it hot. Does that make sense?
Instead of putting it on cool?
Instead of like putting it at like 74 or 72 and then pressing
temperature.
The auto. Yeah.
Wow.
Do you press the auto in your car?
I don't think I do. I have very specific needs.
Okay, so you're
I can't
like,
trust auto to know what my needs are as a man.
I know, but if you want your car at like 72 degrees though, regardless of if it's hot or cold out, right? Like
if it's real hot, I'll bump it all the way down to low and I'll just crank it.
That's my sister. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you use auto? Wow, no
I want that
auto
car to be
people.
working as hard as I am.
Sabs and auto.
You know what I mean? If I'm breaking a sweat, my car should be too.
Anyways, that was a way of looking at temperature for me that I didn't know. Winston taught me the auto button, and now I never forget. I use it every day.
I should try it out more.
I know, but people like you and my sister, they just crank down or up depending on like.
But it is a luxury, I will say. Like I get the electric bill, and it shows you how much was used for
Do you
HVAC,
turn yours
worth it.
like up or down when you like leave? When you leave?
I don't. I do have the smart. So yeah, there is the away mode.
Yeah.
So if we're going out for a significant period of time.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to like have to work really hard to cool down again if we were gone for a few hours.
Yeah.
So I'll usually keep it at a reasonable temperature.
Yeah.
But I'm also, now that we have a baby, I've realized I've lost control again.
Oh no, why?
Because every time I bump it down, she's like, you're going to freeze the baby. You know, her room gets colder in the house than ours does.
Oh yeah,
which
and
is
if
true.
it's not like, yes.
It's not well ventilated.
Yeah.
So her room does get colder, and poor little Mia.
Sweet little girl.
Apparently 68 is enough to freeze a baby. Did you know that?
Oh my gosh.
That's a good one. That is a luxury, though.
Oh, God
As an
bless.
adult, when your parents aren't around, to be like, take that, Dad.
Take that. I'm going to just bump it up.
Paying for my own AC.
Bump it up.
Next up, ad-free streaming subscriptions.
Wow.
Keyword ad-free. Are you willing to splurge? Spotify, Netflix, Prime Video, Hulu.
Okay, so for TV, yes, subscriptions are different. Music and YouTube, no.
Wait,
Sorry, YouTube.
you have Spotify with ads?
No, just recently, George, in the last like maybe 3 months, I bought a subscription.
To what?
Spotify, yeah.
For ads. Are you listening to that much music these days?
Well, I do podcasts too.
Oh, that makes sense.
And then we are doing music now that we have our pool. Like we're outside a lot. And
Rocking
we
a
put some
playlist.
speakers, yes, and the kids like want music. How about you?
Ad-free. The most recent one is YouTube Premium.
Okay, that's a big
Because
deal.
I watch a lot of YouTube clips, I realized.
Yeah.
And having to watch ads, once you experience it ad-free, there's no going back.
Yeah, you're done.
And that's a real expensive one. I think it's like $18 a month for YouTube
Is that part of
Premium.
YouTube TV?
No, so that's different. YouTube TV is like $83 a month now.
Okay.
But
But if you
quit
get
that
YouTube
one.
TV, you don't get you
don't
quit
get-
YouTube TV?
Yeah,
How do you watch TV?
I don't.
No way. You don't have any like just channels. Like
There's no shows that are like on TV that I would want to watch.
how about Wheel of Fortune?
I've never sat down and went, you know what I wish we could watch right now? Some Wheel of Fortune.
We say that every night about 6.
But you guys,
can't wait.
6:30, the
love
cruises gather
We
round.
love Wheel of Fortune. And then now it's the season of American Idol. So American Idol comes on right after. My girls haven't seen that. And so they were like, what is this, Mom? And so they like wanted to watch.
Wow.
I know. So I was like, oh my gosh,
That's a middle-class luxury right there.
crazy. But yeah,
Still
YouTube TV.
keeping American
We got
Idol
rid of our
relevant.
Comcast though, George. You'd be proud.
What do you mean you got rid of your Comcast?
We had Comcast cable till like,
Oh, you had normal cable.
yeah, yes.
Traditional
with like
cable.
DVR and everything.
And you cut the cord, as they say.
We cut the cable
Proud of you
and we got
guys.
YouTube TV instead.
Wow.
So
I'm
it's
surprised you were able to cancel Comcast. Some people go to the grave
It's
unable to
it
cancel Comcast.
It was tough. It was multiple phone calls, I think, going through multiple people, but it happened.
I bet Winston had a real, strong arm him to get him to do
I
it.
know.
But that is a good one. And these are usually, they can range from $6 to $12 to $18 to YouTube TV is insane. But ad-free streaming is a game changer if you hate the commercials. Now, weather apps. This is one. I have the Weather Channel app. And the stupid Candy Crush ads pop up.
Yes.
I'm like, we're in the middle of a severe storm threat here. Can you take this seriously, Weather Channel? It's not a game.
When did that start, though? Recently, I feel like they haven't had ads for. It's like bad. It's a lot.
They have to make money too.
I'm just looking at the daily weather. It's all I need. And they're like, plumbing service. I'm like, I don't know.
And you have to find a tiny X and it won't appear for the first 5 seconds.
Man.
Drives me crazy.
Okay, this one I don't get, but Winston loves it. Surround sound. So.
You don't ever want to be bathed in sound?
No. So Winston has a speaker on the ground in a corner.
You want to feel the rumbles.
I'm like, it makes no sense.
The movies you're watching have no interesting audio happening. You know what I mean? It's just dialogue. That's like 99% of your Winston's movies.
But I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, there's an airplane behind me. Like I don't get it. Like it's like right there.
I want to feel the chopper coming. I'm like looking around for the chopper.
It's like right
coming
there
in hot.
watching. I don't get it.
You wouldn't understand.
I really don't. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
I will say this: I don't have it.
Okay.
I have a sound bar. That's as far as I've went.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But I don't watch a lot of movies these days. It's hard with a baby. It's illegal. Babies can't watch movies. I found out.
What?
It's bad for their brain.
Like, okay.
Sometimes I'll sneak a little Miss Rachel from being bad. Not for the baby, for me. I learned a lot.
She's a great teacher.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Open and shut. Okay. You watch a lot of movies with the kids. Don't you think they deserve surround sound? To be immersed in an experience?
No.
Oh, but you deserve to be cozy? Whatever.
Yeah, they've never once been like,
that is a luxury.
I wish I was hearing sounds from my right and left shoulder.
I did have friends that were really into it, and they have speakers in the corners of the room. He's like, oh,
It's legit.
I want to hang out and watch a movie here.
And you know what? Maybe if I experienced it well in someone's house.
You know what you should do? Go to a movie theater.
I do. I just went to one.
Surround
and now
sound.
that's a loud, movie theaters are loud. I did think, should I have
That's why it's a special experience.
Yeah.
If it was just a big TV up front, nobody would go to the movies.
I hear you. I love the movies. All right, next. This is fancy. Fancy. A bidet.
Oh, yeah. You ever seen one in real life?
Yes, I have.
I've never experienced one. I'm too nervous.
Because now they have smart toilets.
What does that even mean?
Have you heard this? Like where you walk up and the lid opens and it's heated.
I can get behind that.
Me too. Should we look into that? And I bet they have a bidet option because isn't a bidet just like the water that comes up, right? That's considered a bidet.
Yeah.
So I bet a smart toilet has that
This
feature.
smart toilet at Home Depot is $500.
No way.
Yep. And you can get a detachable bidet from Target for $40.
Okay, I don't need that.
You want to go all
get a
out.
smart toilet?
If you can convince Winston.
Would you rather have a smart toilet or surround sound?
Smart toilet.
Me too.
Just based on usage. You're going to get more utility out of that thing.
Yes, you would.
And to never have to touch a toilet again.
Could you imagine?
Changed my life.
I mean, seriously. And I think it flushes automatically when you leave too. Like, I think it's like...
It knows.
I think it knows everything.
It knows where you are at all times.
Man.
All right, I'll look into it.
That may be my...
I think we spent $500 on stupider stuff in America. I think smart toilets might be the move.
At least something
I have
that you're
other
gonna
countries
use.
have this figured out.
Yeah, that's where America's
Like if you go to Japan, like a public bathroom, like self-cleans. The entire room cleans
way.
before you go in there.
I saw in Japan too, in their airport, they have a robot that does your manicures for you. Yep. True story. People are way advanced. What are we doing over here?
I don't know. I thought America had it figured out, but
not with the airports.
the technology. Amazing.